So I just got the phone call that I didn't expect to have for like a couple of years, I'd say, a little bit more than that, but it happens, and it happens to all of us. And I was just laid off of my job. It sucks, you know. One thing I've learned about life is that absolutely nothing is secure. You're alive to die, you know, like life is not a security. Your stable job is not a security. All that messaging about, like, you know, if you're in a big company and your paycheck is secure, that's not true. You know, your relationship is not a security. Nothing says that you're not gonna end that, or your partner is gonna end that today or next week, you know. And I guess all of this to say is that the only thing that I really know that I have is myself, and that is very valuable. I am definitely grateful of, you know, the job that I had and the one before that and the things that I do right now. But when I see myself in the future and I see, you know, somebody successful, I also want to see somebody that can come up from anything that happens, and being relentless about the fact that he can, you know, push forward, and whatever it is that happens, I am always going to have myself, regardless of the outcome. And I just wanted to come over here and, you know, have a conversation, because yesterday or 2 days ago, I was thinking about like how I was going to present myself to YouTube and say to everybody, like, hey, I am this artist who is able to monetize his art, and I want to show you how. And now, even though I was monetizing, I wasn't being a full-time artist, because I had a stable job and art was just something else. You know, it was something that was giving me like a lift up of outside of my full-time job. And I cannot come up here now and say like, hey, I am this artist, full-time artist, and I want to show you how to be a full-time artist. No, I can't come and say this, because I am not at the moment. But I know that thanks to the skills that I've acquired and all the knowledge that I've gained and the art that I've been able to sell through these years, I'm able to sustain myself and my lifestyle for at least a year or so, giving me time to actually understand where I want to be and how I'm going to get there without having to think about going back to a full-time job or going back to Amazon, where I was working at before being laid off from this other job. If I hadn't prioritized my art 2 or 3 years ago, and if I hadn't learned about where art is being bought, like the crypto market, for example, that is so art heavy, then I probably would feel a lot different from being laid off right now. I'd be out of my mind and thinking about, like, you know, what am I going to do now? What am I going to work at? And where am I going to send my curriculum? And it doesn't really mean that you have to monetize specifically your art, but your skills are a lot more important. Just this skill about, you know, taking the camera and filming yourself and recording and talking to the camera, that's a huge skill. That's something that I know I'm going to be able to monetize eventually. Now I have to start, right? I have to start from ground zero, and I want to take you in that journey with me, because I just feel compelled to share this story. And I really feel like something great is going to happen very soon, even though right now, a couple of hours ago, I received this call, and now I have to put myself out there a lot harder and rougher, and, you know, a lot more genuine, because if not, I'm not going to be able to connect with you. So my name is Roberto. I am from Costa Rica. I'm an artist. I do illustrations, animations. I do video work in photography, and I love all this stuff. And I want to share as much as I can to you. I want to share how I edit my videos. I want to share my lifestyle, things that maybe you are going to have a lot more value from what I do. Because when I did that, I found the right people that got me into the right job. And I know that is going to bring me to another level of who I am and how I can level up, especially with you watching. So welcome to my new chapter on this YouTube channel. It's 2025 and we're starting from ground zero. I go by simplyeto. You can find me on social media, and welcome to my channel.